Hey everyone, Rob here. So in my short video today, I wanted to talk a little bit about my thoughts around retirement and or my changing thoughts, I would say, and primarily, maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be. So let's get into this. The reason I'm shooting this message is a couple of weeks ago I thought about shooting this video, but I'd forgotten actually. Because I spoke to someone that I've met recently, a guy called Mike. He's 67, I think he is, if I'm correct. He's been retired for a few years now. Used to be a engineer, an aeroplane engineer, and he's now retired from the UK and lives in the south of Spain. Has a beautiful house overlooking the water. When I was chatting to him, he was showing me this beautiful view that he sees. And Mike has recently, maybe 6 months ago to a year ago, started an online business at the ripe old age of 67. And I was asking, well, why have you done that? You've had a hard working life, and you've now retired, you're in the sun, you've got this beautiful place overlooking the water. Surely you should be sat down with your feet up and relaxing. Isn't this the dream life that you've always sort of wished for? And what was surprising to me was Mike was telling me that, whilst initially, once he retired when he was 64, 65 or whatever he was, he had that initial honeymoon period of just, things being great, not having to work anymore, making that transition to Spain. But then he started to understand, well, what am I going to do with my life now? I've got plenty of years ahead of me. He's fit, he's healthy. And it just kind of got me thinking about, I'm 45 now. And it got me thinking about, all those years that I was slaving away, working 12 hours a day, really with just one aim, just to be able to retire. I mean, that's the point I'd got to in my life. Even though I'd got these university degrees and I'd done, good jobs. I'd been a scientist, a research scientist, got a PhD. I've done a business degree. Another degree as well. I got 3 degrees actually, and and then working in corporate sales and marketing, and just slaving away, and ended up really just resenting and hating my work, and just always thinking about, oh, it's going to be okay when I retire. And but then obviously looking at my statements of the pension that I was putting into it, and seeing the measly amount that I was actually going to get when I was able to retire. Quite scary actually, and I've been putting into a pension for many years. And yeah, just got me thinking, what was I doing all those years? Thinking that what I was doing, all this slaving away just to be able to retire, what was going to happen when I eventually did retire in my 60s, or it might have been in my 70s as things are going now. And I'm so happy now that, because I've been open to, a different way of working, that I'm now living this beautiful life of purpose in my life. Through being able to understand how to build an online business, and then understand, taking the time to understand what my passions and what my purpose are, and then developing, online income streams around that. And I'm now not in a position where I'm thinking about having to retire. Retirement for me isn't something that's going to happen. I'm always going to be running an online business. I'll be doing it until I can't do it anymore, I'm sure, because I want to be of service to people, and I want to make online income streams. But I no longer have to have that mindset of just working to retire, and I can't tell you, how liberating that is. I think that, if I'd have worked till I was 65 or 70, just to be able to retire, I think I would feel betrayed. I really would. Don't wait until retirement age to start living your life, I think is the message that I'm trying to give to you here today. You know, there is another way of doing things, and I've found it through starting an online business. But you know, starting an online business, the way that I've done it and with the mentorship that I've had, it's not about building a website and, you know, finding products to promote as affiliate that I do and then collecting money. Yes, that's part of it. But it's about the self-development that you go through. And I think Mike, who's, you know, now 67, that's one of the things that he's really loving now is the self-development aspect that he's going through. He's learning a lot of things about himself, what he can do, you know, what his real passions are, even at the ripe old age of 67. So I encourage you to start to look around starting an online business, getting the right mentors, you know, finding the right education to do this, but one which enables you to grow as a person so that you can find your vision and purpose and passion in life and stop, you know, just trading all of this time for money and working in a career that you don't like just so that you'll be able to retire. What kind of life is that? That's the life that we're given when we leave school. It was given to us. I knew no other way. Yet here I am now, sat in my kitchen on Tuesday afternoon, shooting this video to you lovely people, and hopefully trying to make you understand that there is a better way of doing things. Don't look back and wish that you'd done something about your life before it's too late. You know, I remember, well, it's not the first time, you know, I spoke to my mom, I've spoken to many people who are in their older years about what they have regretted in life. You know, me as a recovering alcoholic and addict, I've regretted a lot of things, and I've made amends with lots of people. And so I've been through these kind of conversations with people, and my mother, you know, most strikingly said that it's the things that she didn't do that she regrets, not the mistakes that she's made. Mistakes we make all the time, we learn from them, right? It's how we grow, it's how we develop. But it's the things that we never did that we regret. And so glad that I've started on this journey. So I'll leave that with you here today. Whatever it is in your life and you're thinking about not doing something, doesn't have to be online business, could be anything, you know, why not go and grab the bull by the horns and do that thing. Don't look back when you're in your 60s, your 70s, your 80s and just wonder where it's all gone and what could have been. Speak to you soon, guys. Bye now.